need any assistance, please call.
On this vlog, I would like to explain to you what I mentioned earlier on other vlogs, the so-called FB effect and the FB trap that we want to avoid. And then I will go on and explain to you the strategy that this channel is going to take, the so-called Stillman strategy. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And when I say FB trap, I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm talking about Frank and Bama. F for Frank, obviously, and B for Bama. You get it. What is the FB trap, and why do we want to make sure that we avoid it? Frank has been bashing Bama for several years now. And Bama was doing pretty much the same with Frank. And it went on and on and on, and then they met face-to-face at TGIF. Both of them have taken legal action against each other with no results so far, no tangible results so far. And I believe that the coming year will not really be different, this and the coming year. So I think, even though there is some entertainment value to it, nothing else really will happen. It's a waste of time. So we want to avoid the F and B trap. But we want to replace the F and B trap, the F and B strategy, with the Stillman effect, the Stillman strategy. What is the Stillman strategy? The Stillman strategy is basically us using social media, YouTube, to report back to you what we are doing in the background. What do I mean by that? When Stillman's sister was contacted and she was told that Stillman was in a scooter accident, that was a very big traumatic experience for her. Stillman himself wouldn't talk about it for many months, but it was a very big traumatic experience for the whole family. We just found out later on. And you remember when Whiskey and I on the Hate Crew live stream last year really dragged some of the Bogan's family members into the limelight of the nasty YouTube drama of the Philippines. As you see there's just a train crossing on the bridge, and here's my watch, my online signature, so you know it is really me. And for the avid follower of this channel, the Alo DeWinter channel, and other live streams and other channels, you guys know what I mean when I say that we dragged family members into the limelight of YouTube drama, and it really destroyed them. It really fucking destroyed them. We disrespected them. We put these motherfuckers down. And there's a long list of people that we have raped online, starting with the RRR days. Then it went on and on with the Alo DeWinter live streams and other channels. One big victory after another. So, to make a long story short, Stillman strategy will be implemented in the coming weeks and months when it comes to several other of these vloggers, and I will address each and every one of them in a separate vlog. But there's one thing that this strategy has in common, and that is we have a very big advantage because we know who they are, we know their names, we know how they look like, of course, and we know where they live, and we know their family members. We have been very active in the background, collecting information, running background checks. People from the US, people in the UK, people in the Philippines have provided us a lot of good information, pictures and addresses, and their family, relatives, ex-wives, their friends and families, where they hang out, their hairdresser, their dentist, where they work. The strategy, there's one thing in common. We want to exploit the fact that we know who these guys are, okay? We want to make sure that we slowly escalate the drama to the point where there is no return anymore, and we'll make sure that we have people in place who do this for us. One thing is very important. As we speak, there are people out there, people who are on our side, they are creating flyers, PDF flyers. The Golden Drug Associates. The Golden Drug Associates are basically the hardcore haters who actually really go after family. We are not shy to admit that. These are the people who have chosen the family as top priority, as a tool to destroy these people. And it's our favorite tool in the toolbox of hate. Over the next few weeks and months, we will address every single one of these guys with the strategy that I just mentioned. And we shall see how they are going to react to it. Some of them will back down. Some of them will try to fight back at the beginning, and then they will start to crack under the pressure. Because look, it's not a nice thing when your ex-wife gets contacted at 3 o'clock in the morning from some dude who tells her that I'm going to cut off your tits and eat it sunny side down. You know, it's it's not a good thing, you know. And of course, they will contact their ex-husband and tell them, hey, who are these crazies? Who are these crazies who are emailing me? Who are these crazies who are contacting me on Facebook? Who are these crazies who are contacting my daughter? Who are these crazies who contact my employer or my yoga group or my weightlifting friends or coaches and stuff like that? You know, the list goes on and on. This is for people mainly in Chicago. This will also be something that we will do in the region of Cairns, but not so much because that guy down in Cairns has been raped over and over and over. It's not really a topic anymore. And of course, the people in Germany, you know who you are. Your girl will surely hear from us. And again, and by the way, if you feel like this is too much for you, that you don't want to do this anymore, I would suggest to you that you go to the authorities right away, because it's going to be fucking ugly. It's going to be, I mean, I just love being on the winning team. I wouldn't want to go against our guys, to be honest.